Hey, welcome back, reality designers. Deni Van here. And yes, it's the real me. Thank you for being here on this journey with me. And today I want to talk about Kevin and Kim. And those were my AI hosts. And what I did was give them a deep dive to go into. And this was a topic that I was kind of going down a rabbit hole on myself. So I gave them instructions and how I would like to hear the information, and they created wonderful, episodes, if you will, and that would be the series on the AI episodes. Sub hosts or substitute hosts, Kevin and Kim, and I chose Kevin and Kim because I went to high school with twins called Kevin and Kim, and there's twins in my family. And so that brought back a fond memory. They were awesome. Kevin and Kim were pretty awesome back in high school. But anyway, I've been away, as you've probably noticed. If you're new, thank you for being here. If you've been listening, thank you again for tuning in. But I have been under the spell of hypnosis and marketing. And here's the thing. Most marketing is taught like for generators, at least from my experience. And I kind of got burnt out. And what I needed to do was go on retreat. And I did that. My husband and I went to Nova Scotia, Canada, and met up with some amazing people and had wonderful experiences. And coming back and realizing, this retreating and pulling away from is actually part of my human design. I'm a manifestor, a 5-1 manifestor, no less. But this manifestor energy, we go in, we initiate, we experience, we create a container, and then we naturally retreat. And I really have grown over the last couple of years, really fond of this for my energy. It's been healing. It's been rewarding. It's created abundance. It was counterintuitive in the beginning, but once I got into the cycle, then just before I started doing the AI substitute sessions, podcast episodes, I had some realizations that number one, I was hypnotized by marketing. Okay, because this podcast is hypnosis by design and showing how everything is hypnosis. Our regular routines that we do in the morning, guess what? Hypnosis. The regular things we tune into, our energy we feed to, whether it's positive or negative, is strings of hypnosis. So I had to kind of step back and go, wait a second, what's happening here? So I was learning about marketing and how to market and put my stuff out there, and that I had to do it this way, and I had to be consistent, and you got to do this, and you got to do that, and you got to post, and you got to. And it was realization that, oh my God, that's so generator and even manifesting generator. They might love this stuff and thrive on this stuff. But this energy burns out quickly because as you may have listened to previous episodes where I talk about the 5 different energies and how these energies work together just like a car. You don't have to know the car manual inside and out in order to drive your car, right? You just know the basics. So in how human design energy works, what I'm going to share with you the basics, just how your car works. So really everything is not different. Your energy is not different from energy. So the 5 different types are the generators and the generating manifestors. Those 2 types together, and they get bundled together a lot, but there's definitely a huge difference. They make up about 70% of the population, theoretically. Then you have the manifestors, projectors, and the reflectors. So with the car scenario, go back and watch that episode. But as a manifester, my energy is kind of like the ignition. I turn on the ignition and my job is done, right? So now once the ignition is started, the battery fills back up because the generator's going, all the pumps are going, and that kind of stuff. So go back and check out that episode. But what I realized was I was being programmed to run my business, which is really a mission, through the generator lens. And I had to take a step back. So what I'm going to be doing is making some changes, and you may notice those. You may like them. Wonderful. You may not like them, and that's okay. But as a neuroscience coach and a percussionist, my voice became my medicine, and really checking in and connecting with not only the rhythm that's going on within my own environment, internal and external, but how that draws in or repels other energies. And I realized that I need to do, not need, see, I don't want to need on myself, because then that feels like I'm telling myself what to do, right? And as manifestors, you don't tell us what to do. So even if I'm telling myself what to do, it kind of creates this energetic havoc. So taking a step back and being able to retreat and coming into this space of what's important to me as a neuroscience coach and nervous system, how the nervous system is responding or reacting, and what I can do to drop those seeds of transformation. And then it hit me as I've been studying the frame drum since, I don't know, maybe 5-6 years now. And I've been also a little bit obsessed with odd time signatures. Like if you're not a musician, it's like 3 or 5 or 7, but I'm especially obsessed with 7s in the beats per minute of 111 beats a minute. And I've had sound healers tell me, oh, no, you can't do that. That's too fast. And, oh, don't tell me what to do, right? So yes, I can do that. And it's created such a transformation. And I'm like, all right, what is this that's going on? And what I'm doing is creating sound sigils of transformation. And if you know anything about sigils, we did a Kevin and Kim episode on how to create sigils. So go check out that episode. But with all of this going on, I am making a shift because I'm noticing people don't have time to do the work, but they have time to do a sound healing. And this I realized as a hypnotist and a neuroscience coach, I can create intuitive, intentional, conscious through the music by leaving transmissions in the music, because we are sending and receiving transmitters. And so those who already come and want this healing are already saying yes to this. And we get some yeses so that you're in a space to create a different kind of hypnosis to change the energy that is creating your form in this 3D reality. So once that begins to change, then your 3D reality begins to change. And we can do this through sound. And so that is recognizing that, number one, everything is freaking hypnosis. Everything. And it's by design. It's freaking by design. You think back going to school, they set you up in a routine, how you needed to do what they told you, research what they told you. You know, any cult, religion, we only have the way, they're the liars, all of this conditioning and this programming and this bias that is being created within our nervous system. We start to realize that, there's something not right about this. And we begin to wake up to this. And this waking up already creates a different frequency within your nervous system. All right. So if you would like to stay connected, we are creating a community on Facebook called the Rhythm Remembrance Circle. And I would love for you to join us there. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, do all the subscribe, like, share, because this really helps us get the message out there, because our mission is to show you that there's no pressure. There's only presence, and to allow yourself to be quiet and create some internal space And then you begin to recognize the movement. And I'm starting to recognize, just one last thing before we go, but I'm really starting to recognize the wisdom of the middle path, right? So we have this middle path that if I lean right or in one opinion or bias, then I become blind to the other side. If I'm leaning to the other side, that opinion or bias, my nervous system is feeding that. Then I become blind to this side. So it doesn't matter what side you're on. If you're feeding one side or the other, you become blind to it. And this is how we're hypnotized, because our defenses and our gates are down. But if you stay in the middle, then you see both, right? We have our peripheral vision. You see both. Pay attention to this. And this is when things start to fall away. And this is when you start to recognize your own biases, right? So my bias was my marketing coach knows what's happening. So I'm going to listen to them and I'm just going to only see what they're doing. Until I took a step back and I saw both. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm not living by my design. I'm being programmed to do my business like a generator. So starting to step back and set up some practical strategies and implement those so that they go on their own. And then I'm able to retreat, come back, breathe, recharge, and come to this space of a container, having a container so that no matter what comes into my experience, I can allow it. It doesn't push my buttons. All right. So with that said, I want to hear from you. I want to know what you loved. And I want to know what you would love more of. And in the meantime, pay attention to these narratives in the matrix and see how your body reacts, see how your nervous system is reacting. And in the meantime, keep being amazing.